If your goal is to become more explosive and you feel like you're doing all the right exercises and lifts, but nothing seems to be working, then in this video, I'm gonna give you the 3 exercises you should probably stop skipping, how to do them, and why these exercises might be the missing link to your explosiveness. Make sure you watch until the end so you can get the reps and sets for all these exercises. When I started my journey to dunk at 5'7", I primarily wanted to improve my 1-foot bounce. But for some reason, I felt like I had some untapped potential because I had a decent amount of speed, but something wasn't transitioning during my dunk sessions. And I had the same issue when I was sprinting, where I felt like I had some type of untapped potential that my body just could not access. And it kept holding me back when I was trying to sprint faster and jump higher. Well, now, years and years later, I've been training some athletes for a long period of time, and I've gotten some great results with sprint speed and vertical jump. And I was also able to dunk off 1 foot myself. And I learned how to get one of the fastest top end speeds that I even know. I'm really running 10-yard flies in 0.87, 0.89 FAT. It makes me think I'm able to look back at the issues I had and many other athletes I've trained had and create the perfect formula of exercises to help tap into that untapped potential you might have. Let's get into these exercises now. This first exercise is going to be a single leg calf raise, right? This is very basic and we can progress very easily with this. You do a couple of ways where you either have 1 foot onto a bench and then you get a little more stability that way. But the goal is not trying to improve balance. We're trying to improve force output and control in the lower limb complex. So the gastroc, the Achilles tendon, the soleus, everything, we're gonna be able to control every single inch. And we can start with body weight by holding onto a wall here. And then the next variation will be loaded on one arm, right? So we just have one arm here and we're exploding up to the top, and then 1, 2, 3 on the eccentric. So eccentric is lowering, and then we're exploding up, control. And even better variation, if you have no weight and you just cannot load enough, is you explode through the top, you pause for 5 seconds at the top. This is the most powerful position in sprinting and jumping. And then you lower, and then explode up and pause at the top for 3 to 5 seconds, right? This could be called an explosive isometric to some. You can even do this for 10 to 15 seconds if you don't have enough weight and you want a progressive overload with intensity or duration. This could be obviously a huge weak link because if you don't have control and power in the lower limb complex, then you cannot explode because everything starts at the ankle. You don't produce force from the knee, you produce force down from the knee through the ankle. So if you cannot have a stiff ankle, you're gonna be pretty slow. I have a free sprint workout with the reps and sets, everything you possibly need to improve your speed, pulled directly from my 12-month sprint transformation program, the Speed Academy. And if you want the full workout, all you gotta do is click the link in the description or the pinned comment to get your full workout and a daily habit sheet to ensure you get the most gains possible in your sprint speed and explosiveness. The next one's extensive knee jumps, where we're actually getting all the way down to a parallel. I'll show you on a sideways, and then exploding up. I'm trying not to jump too high because I'm currently in my apartment and I don't want to get a freaking noise complaint. But we're getting to a parallel, or even you could do a half squat or even deep squat position. And we're trying to get an extreme amount of load to patella tendon because we want this tendon to be extensible. When it's extensible, it can be elastic and it can store and release elastic energy. Think about when you're trying to bring in speed to your jump, you put a lot of load into patella tendons. Right here, all the load goes to the front side, the anterior side of your body. So if you have a lot of extensibility, you can load and spring out effectively. First variation I would do would be oscillations like this, where you're literally just bouncing out from the bottom half. And then level 2 would be starting from the halfway to the top. We're doing this variation. This is more sport specific. And then level 3 would be deloaded jumps. So I literally have my hand on the wall and we're deloading the jump from the bottom. And the level 4 would be unloaded, where it's just our body weight. We're going through this full range of motion. And then the last level, start add some weight. You could do a front squat variation for a more vertical torso. This will transfer more to your 2-foot approach jumps and acceleration. And we're right here with some load. And you progress overload with load, usually around 3 to 4 sets of, usually around 3 to 4 sets of 10 to 15 reps. You can even go 20 to 30 seconds or even 45 seconds. Treat this like jump rope. Next exercise is going to be extensive skips. The goal for this is kind of like what you would do when you heard do jump rope every single day, but now we're gonna change it up and add momentum to it. The reason why momentum is really, really important, so your body moving forward while doing these extensive plyos, is that you're adding more complexity to the lower limb complex. So you have to decelerate, you have to co-contract at the right time, you have to store and release at harder difficulties, which is going to be more of a transfer to sprinting and jumping. People who get really good at these extensive skips usually have a very good approach 1 foot jump and approach 2 foot jump. So all we're doing is treating it like a stiffness skip where we're just trying to pop off the ground as much as possible with momentum. I should have a video of B-roll coming here, but if I don't, this is gonna be it. And then we eventually add load, and we're gonna do around even 3 to 4 sets of 1 to 2 minutes, or what I would like would be 1 full set or 2 sets of 2 minutes and 30 seconds. So we get a total of 3 to 5 minutes per day of this exercise. And one of these 3 exercises helped you comment down which one you think is gonna be the most useful for your athleticism, and make sure you watch this video or this video right here, and also subscribe. Like, what are you doing?